Hello everybody, I am Linton Lees of 365orless.com, and I am here to offer a health-related video to help all of you in the world that may suffer from CU/heat hives. First and most importantly, a shameless plug for my website, 365orless.com. Imperfect self-improvement, tips, tricks, and testimonies to make you the perfect human in 365 days or less. Today, though, I am taking a break from mocking your wants and needs and the problems in your life, and I actually want to offer some real advice to help all of you in the world who are itchy and burny when you get sweaty. Today, we are going to fix CU hives, kind of. First off, and most importantly, let's discuss just what is CU/heat hives. So basically, and this is what I tell people, you're allergic to your body wanting to sweat except for when your body starts to sweat. I mean, that's basically it. It's known to last, normally in normal people, 6 to 7 years, but for some, it can last their entire life. Forever. Even after they're dead. They can get up into heaven, and because God just had to put 3 suns up in the sky, they'll just be itching all the time. And I don't mean 3 sons and 3 Jesuses. There's only one Jesus. The Bible says it, and the Bible is never wrong. I got my first hive attack in the summer of my 18th year on Earth. This is currently my 24th year on Earth. So once we reach this summer, that means I will have had it for 6 years. So which means from this summer to the next summer, there's a very good chance, come on Jesus, the 3 sons. Come on, all 3 Jesuses. There's a very good chance that my hives may be gone. But if people do have it forever, I will most likely be the person one of those people who has it forever. But for me, I got it when I was 18. Started off like most people have described it. Really itchy in a warm situation, and that could be anything from the heat being on, to the sun being out and it being hot outside, to having sex. I didn't have sex when I was 18, okay? To making out and petting heavily. I guess that's what I did when I was 18. Exercise, sports, awkward situations, stress, anything that makes your body heat up. I had the hives. Red all over. It was getting all red all over my body, except for where it counts. That never got red, if you know what I'm saying. Little red bumps all over my body. They all itch. They all burn. It felt like fire ants were trying to come out of my skin by biting their way through. And it would happen until I cooled down. So I knew I didn't know what it was. The doctor didn't know what it was. I probably didn't figure out exactly what it was for 2 years, but I went to the doctors and explained what was going on, and they gave me doxypen, which didn't help at all, and another medicine that I don't remember that had a really scary name, like most medicines do, and that didn't help at all either. So I started looking for answers on my own. I did realize that when my body would sweat, I would be fine. Like if I was in a situation where I just couldn't do anything, you know, there are situations like that. You're stuck somewhere really hot. You don't have any water. You can't get naked because that's inappropriate in front of the current people that were there. And sometimes, you know, you just had to sit there until you started sweating. And I started thinking, okay, all right, hey, I'm sweating and I'm not in pain. That's weird. And I love it. So I started doing a little bit of research, and I read from a couple of people, and I literally mean out of all the internet, maybe 1 or 2 people had said that a sauna helped them. Sauna rooms, a tiny little sauna suit, that being in that, forcing that sweat out, forcing it out of their skin, ended up giving them a huge amount of relief. So 2 years ago, I got a gift. What was it 2 years ago? I guess it's Christmas, a little before Christmas. Around 2 years ago. Maybe a little bit. 2 years ago. We'll say 2 years, because I'm not good at counting. 2 years ago, I got a gift. After doing enough research and reading about it, I was told not to use a steam sauna, but an infrared sauna. And so I convinced a girl to buy me one, and she bought me one. And here's my sauna. I call her Sonny for short. I just came up with that right now. Sonny. Pretty good, huh? This is her. She's a girl. You can tell because of the vagina head. The vagina head. Ooh. So basically, I'll explain how it works first, and then, you know what, no, I'll explain how it works after I explain these other few things. Here are a few keys to remember, a few notes, keys, a few things to remember about if you decide to go the sauna route. And I had these written down, so don't laugh at me, okay, guys? The sauna route, let's see, it's just a treatment, not a cure, which I know usually pushes away people who suffer with CU hives. I know I've been pushed away by a lot of things because they were experimenting and I was being stubborn and mad that it wasn't just a cure. Well, it doesn't seem like anyone is going to find a cure ever. This is just one of those things that nobody really cares about because of AIDS and cancer and diabetes, which I also have. Yeah! So we got to find something. If the medicines aren't going to work, which they normally don't, we can't just sit around in a little ice room all the time and never, ever, 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 ever sweat. And this is, as far as I can tell, as far as experimenting goes, which I've done a lot of experimenting. Yeah. As far as experimenting goes, this is the answer, man. This is it. We get relief when we actually sweat. This teaches our bodies to sweat daily, and thus our body will react much better when it needs to sweat. That's what I have found. I have found from using the sauna that doing it every day for 45 minutes to an hour, sometimes I do in the morning and the night, depending on how cold it's been outside and how much my body doesn't sweat during the day. You need to do it at the beginning of the day, and you need to, throughout the day, do different activities that will help you sweat. And that doesn't mean anything weird like, oh, I'm going to put on this wool suit and run around town. No, you don't need to do that. But, I mean, if you just sit around all day playing video games, your body's going to go back to how it was before. But if you do the sauna during the day, and you do any kind of physical labor at all during the day, which everyone should do, then you're going to feel a lot of relief. I felt, like I said, don't know if I said it in this recording. It may have been the recording before. This is the second take. Like I said, I experienced 80% less pain when I switched to the sauna. After 2 years of doing this, 80% less pain from before. I never see the bumps. All that's gone. I never see it anymore. 2 years, and I have not seen the bumps. I do still get a little bit itchy, a little bit uncomfortable. That will last maybe 5 to 10 minutes, but compared to what it was before, I mean, this is the Jesus of CU Hives, and he will save you, or she will save you. Jesus is a girl in this story. I guess one of his 3 sons was a female. I've confused myself. It's a tad pricey. I got this as a gift. It costs $180 with shipping and handling, but for what it's going to do, it's worth it. Start saving up. There's actually a great thing you can do on Amazon called mturk.com, and you can make money working for Amazon. Start making that money in a couple of months. You'll have $180. You can use it for Amazon things. Buy one of these if you have hives. That's all you need to do. Okay? So there are your things. It's the best experimentation I've ever tried for CU hives. It is a tad pricey. I used it for 2 years. The only problem I have is that what I do, you know what, I'll show you guys how it works. Why don't I do that? This is it. You keep it plugged in, like so. You have this little remote. You hit on. That's the temperature it currently is. 73, or maybe 37. No, 73 for you guys as well. You can hit function, That's the temperature I have it set to. Anywhere from 73 to 150. I keep it at 150 because, hey, go back, you little jerk. I keep it at 150. This is a timer, so it'll actually beep after you've been in there for an hour, if you need it. Then it'll go back to function on its own, and it'll say what temperature it is. So I would just sit and wait for it to get up to 150, and then I'd hop in, and then within a couple of minutes, I'd be sweating, and the entire rest of my day would be relief. That feels nice to say for someone with hives. Relief. That's a wink-worthy word right there. Yeah. But after having it for 2 years, after it reaches 150 and you get inside, which it comes with a little chair, so there's a little chair in there. Once it opens up, now that mine's kind of old, it will let some of the heat out, and it will drop down to probably about 135, and then when I zip it back up, it will slowly reach back up to 150. But it works wonderfully, and it's got little zippers, so you can take your hands out and like punch people that are walking by, or grab a cat's tail, or grab a person's tail if your person has a tail, or punch a cat when it walks by. Whatever you want to do, really. I mean, it's up to you. But it works well. It probably takes about 10-15 minutes to reach 150 degrees. Hey, get out of here. Move, Sonny. But when it gets there, it's totally worth it. You hop in there, you sweat, you go about your day. You try to keep warm during your day. If you can keep your body warm and keep it from not being warm, being cold, you're gonna feel a lot of relief. You're gonna get your life back, and that's what I got. I got my life back from doing this. I still get upset sometimes when I get itchy. You're still gonna get itchy sometimes, but you're not gonna have breakouts all over your skin that are visible. And if it starts doing it, you drink a little bit of water, you're gonna be fine. I am absolutely fine now. I got my life back. You can get your life back. 365orless.com can help you get your life back in lots of other ways. There's another plug for that. Another tiny little bit of advice and help for dealing with the old Sonny is a way I found to help. When you're first starting to do the sauna, it's going to be more itchy. It's going to be more painful because your body's not used to that amount of heat. Is to work out just a little bit. You know, just stand up next to the sauna and do jumping jacks until the first itch begins, because that means your body's trying to sweat, and then you hop right in there, and it's going to sweat faster. First time I did sauna, I probably spent about 20 minutes sitting in the sauna, itching. I threw up. I was in so much pain. But that was the first time. Don't be scared. Just the first time. Oh, there's a kitty in the shot. Oh, adorable Moonshine. You're so cute. That's her name. A lot of water. A little bit of exercise before. Keep a journal. Keep track of what you did before you got in the sauna, what time you got in it. Rate your pain from 1 to 10. That's what I did as well. I completely stopped doing the journal within like 3 months because the pain just was gone. There was no reason to keep the journal anymore. But use this as much as you can. If you have cold summers, you're going to want to use it all year. If you have hot summers, once the summer comes, you're just going to realize you probably don't need to do this at all. The sauna can just not be used during the summer. Your body's learning to sweat. Once it hits October, I'd start using the sauna again. I can tell you exactly what to do. I can give you a 2-year plan if you need one. But that is how I can control my sauna. As you can see, I'm a happy person. And you can be a happy person too, all you hive sufferers, because I know it's one of the worst things ever. And I've had some terrible things happen to me. Trust me. Nah, my life's been pretty easy. Besides the hives and the diabetes. So, think about it. Ask me any question you want. 365orless.com, and you can find out other ways I want to improve people's lives. Not nearly as serious and useful as this, but you might laugh. And what's better than laughing? One thing. The sauna. Goodbye.